Good morning, all of you. How are you all? Welcome back to your social studies virtual classroom. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss the last topic of our political science chapter 3, forms of government. So, please listen to it very carefully. But before moving further, let me once again remind you to please like, subscribe, and share to my channel. And please do press the bell icon also for further notifications. Today, in this module, we are going to learn about a very important aspect of a government, that is franchise. The term franchise, when applied to elections, means the right of a citizen to vote. Some years back, franchise was only limited to citizens who could satisfy certain conditions such as education, possession of wealth and income, and gender. A vote enables citizens to choose the people who will represent them in the state assemblies. The vote gives citizens the right to choose the people who will govern their country. And if the citizens are not satisfied with these people, they can even replace them at the next election. So, this is basically a democratic government which is elected by the people and for the people. In democratic countries, the most direct form of popular participation is universal adult franchise. All the citizens have the right to vote who are above 18 years of age without any discrimination like gender, caste, religion, etc. It is granted as a fundamental right, irrespective of these discriminations. This is also known as universal suffrage. India has been blessed with universal adult franchise since its independence, but still, these long struggles in the history of the world for this right to vote has made the path for the present privileges that we enjoy in choosing our own representatives. Many countries they have to struggle for it even after their independence. The first step towards universal suffrage was taken in the early 19th century. It focused on removing property or wealth requirements for voting purposes. These movements were fought for the right of the poor people to give them their right to vote. In the late 19th and early 20th century, the focus of universal suffrage was on giving voting rights to women. For a long time, in many developed countries, women were not given the right to vote. So these suffrage movements were launched to give them equal right to vote. While women in countries like Britain were fighting for their voting rights, in India, the Congress Party pushed for voting rights for all the citizens from the very first general elections. Most universal suffrage systems still exclude some voters. For example, many countries deny the right to vote to convicted criminals or mentally ill. And almost all countries deny the right to vote to non-citizen residents and the citizens below the age of 18. So I hope you have understood that the right to vote or franchise enables people to elect their representatives. Now you have understood the importance of right to vote. So students, when you will attain the age of 18, please exercise your vote wisely. Your vote matters. So with this topic, our chapter is completed now. These are the 2 home task questions that you have to do in your notebook. If you have any query, you can write to me in the comment box, but do mention your name and section. And you can even ask me in the WebEx classes also. Thank you for watching, students. Take good care of yourself.